Vintage trumpets are always some of our favorite instruments in the shop, and this horn from 1939 looks incredible, and it plays quite well too. It does have a little bit of an issue, and we want to talk to you about that so you can better diagnose these issues when you see instruments on your own. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Trent Austin from Austin Custom Brass. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks so much for your great support. We are getting closer and closer by the day to being able to open for appointments safely. So be sure to reach out to us if you want to start scheduling appointments for late spring. That's probably the best I can give you. While you're here, hit that subscribe button because we're almost at 10,000 subscribers, and once we hit 10,000, it's super awesome. We get to offer a lot more things to all of you as well. So you know we're huge fans of vintage horns. I have many vintage horns in my own collection, be it the old super recordings. I have one of these in my collection from home. Old Selmer trumpets, obviously my old Clark Terry, lots of vintage horns. I love them. I have old Conn cornets from the late 1800s. Some things that you want to be able to diagnose on your end as a consumer is whether a horn has red rot. And what is red rot? Technically, it's a term and a process called dezincification, which is when you put your acid from playing, your saliva, into the lead pipe and you don't clean it. What happens is over the course of time, that those food particles and the acid will start breaking down the inner part of your lead pipe, and it basically rusts from the inside out. And this horn has a couple spots, so I want to show it to you. So let me see. You see right there, right where my thumb is. Let's see if I can get that. It's not really focusing super well. It wants to focus on the first slide, so let's see if I can get this a little closer. There we go. What you'll see right there is you'll see a spot, and then you'll see like a little indentation in the middle, which I call like a nipple. So you could see the spot and then the nipple. Let's see if I can get that even closer so you could see that. It's just focusing on my eyes, unfortunately. There we go. So you see that? You can see this horn has two spots and a third one right above it. That is red rot. The difference being, let me show you a horn that doesn't have red rot, but has surface wear. This is an old studio that we have in the shop. Let's see if we can, that is surface pitting, but that is not red rot. If you see the lead pipe, it looks like that might be red rot, but it's not. That is actually surface pitting. What you really want to look for in red rot is the hole and then a little nipple in the middle that indicates that it's wearing out. Now, once this process starts, it's irreversible. Eventually, you'll need to replace a lead pipe. There's many things you could do if you have a horn that does have red rot that will help protect it. First and foremost, swab out your lead pipe after every time you play it. I was practicing this morning at my house before I came into work, and the simplest thing that I did was take two things: the HW Brass Saver kit, which we sell in the shop, and I highly, highly recommend. It's like a saxophone swab. You just put it in, and it takes out all of the acid and maybe cheeseburgers or whatever you put in your horn. In addition to that, we use the product BlowDry Brass, and I love this product. If you have a clean horn, and it's important you use this on a clean horn, the BlowDry Brass, and hold on, I'm gonna go get it, and so you can see it. Hold on. Exciting television here, folks. This product I'm so enthusiastic about. We actually include this with every trumpet purchase, every new trumpet purchase at the shop. So the BlowDry Brass is People go, well, it's spitballs. Well, not really, because spitballs were one-time use, and they don't really have enough surface diameter to really clean, and they can break up easily. These bits that are in the BlowDry Brass are very flexible. They're a lot larger, and they are designed to be used many, many times. I have used my single one. I don't even know, and there's more than one in the kit. I've used it a ton of times, but this product, the BlowDry Brass, there'll be a link in the description. Super recommended, because lead pipe replacement is challenging. Yes, you can get it patched. This one, we put all of our used instruments on compression testers with the lead pipe to check for leaks. There are no leaks on this horn, and it doesn't look too bad on the inside. That being said, you have to be prepared to either put a patch or eventually get a replacement lead pipe. And on a vintage horn, this horn's from 1939, that's not always the easiest thing to do. So redrot, big thing there. So the other topic I want to talk about today is valve compression. Now, how do you check valve compression? Here at the shop, we have a Magnahelic machine, which checks for leaks, just like I mentioned on the lead pipe. And basically it's measuring any blowback in the piston itself. Here's how you check for valve compression loss on a horn that has poor compression. And I'm going to take this horn, which I think is a gorgeous horn. And by the way, it has no redrot because the lead pipe is nickel silver on this one. This is a buffet, yeah. It's just a beautiful balanced action trumpet, and it looks great. And here's the other thing: you can't tell valve compression by the look of a piston. See how those pistons they do show somewhere, like you see some discoloration there. But the big thing that you can use to test for valve compression loss is, some people use the pop test, like they pull this out. Hold on. That sounds like it's got good compression. What you want to do is actually hold down. Oh, the other one. I'm not sure you can hear that, but listen really closely to the air sound. There's a slight blowback, almost like a rustling of the leaves. That indicates that you have some significant blowback. If you can't hear that, but you still think that there's compression loss, play low register passages fairly loud. Check it out. I'm going to turn down this mic. There's almost no center to that G, versus a horn that does have good compression. This is an old studio that we have in the shop. It's actually a great trumpet. That one has great compression, and it just slots. One other thing you could feel when you have a horn with compression loss is an overall floppiness on the notes. So it's a little looser. The center can be bent between notes fairly well. Check this out. Some people actually like horns with added blowback for that purpose, that there's a lot of room to maneuver. I prefer a horn. If you like that, there are horns that play looser, like the Adams A9, which is based on the Martin Committee. I need more coffee, which has very loose slots. Or the Adams A4, I find, has really big centers on the note. So that's a little bit that you can check on your horn if you have that. So what do you do if you have a horn that has poor valve compression? Well, there are products out there that are made in terms of valve oil that help. We love, for really worn valves, the oil that we recommend the most, and we'll put a link in the description, is the Berp Bio 3 heavy oil. It is fantastic. Also, if your horn has poor compression, the ultra pure black label, I think it's called, and Hetman Classic are really great options. We sell all of those. Also, you can add a couple drops of spindle bearing oil on the piston itself after you oil. Just a couple. That will help increase the seal. It's kind of like putting really thick oil. If you ever really want to test to see if your horn's got really bad compression, put literally a thin coat of actual 5W30 or 10W30 motor oil on the valves. Now this is a hard thing because you got to clean it off thoroughly, and you won't be able to move the valves, but you'll be able to play the centers of the horn, and the horn might respond and sound drastically different with tight valves. Highly recommend you checking that out as well. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to post them in the comments here. Reach out to us. We always love talking shop to all of you out there. Thanks again for your great support of the shop. And while you're here, I'm going to just remind you one time, hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much. Enjoy your day and keep on keeping on.